Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to tell a business story. A real, documented, commercially verified business story about what happens to a company's sales figures when ParkJimin becomes associated with their product. We are going to talk about later. We are going to talk about the specific and extraordinary commercial impact that Jimin's appointment as their global ambassador has had on their business. We are going to talk about the JiminMuget campaign that launched in early 2026 and the new campaign content that is continuing to build on what was already one of the most commercially significant ambassador relationships in the Korean beauty and personal care industry. And we are going to talk about what all of it means, not just for Lador as a company, not just for Jimin as a cultural figure, but for the broader understanding of what it actually looks like when genuine influence meets a product and the market responds with numbers that nobody anticipated. The Lador story starts before JiminMuget. It starts with the ambassador appointment itself and with the decision that a Korean haircare brand under JP Professional made when they looked at the global landscape of their industry and decided that the person they wanted associated with their products was ParkJimin of BTS. That decision, at the time it was made, was commercially logical in the specific way that all Jimin brand partnerships are commercially logical, in the sense that the fandom engagement, the global reach, and the specific quality of his personal aesthetic all align with what a premium haircare brand would want from an ambassador. But the scale of what the partnership actually produced exceeded what even the most optimistic commercial projections are likely to have anticipated. When Jimin became Lador's global ambassador and the brand launched their perfumed hair oil line with his involvement, Lador launched their JiminMuget campaign featuring BTS member Jimin. The newly released product is an extension of the popular perfume hair oil line, known for its captivating scent and enhanced hair angel ring effect. The hair oil focuses on moisturizing, adding shine, and providing a pleasant fragrance to hair, making it ideal for taming dry and tangled hair without stickiness or clumping, leaving a silky finish. The product itself, the JiminMuget perfumed hair oil, is a genuine haircare product with a genuine formulation designed for a genuine consumer need. It moisturizes. It adds shine. It provides fragrance. It handles the specific challenges of dry and tangled hair without the texture problems that characterize lower quality hair oils. These are real product attributes that would sell the product on their own merits to consumers who are looking for exactly this kind of solution. But what happened when Jimin was attached to that product is the story we are here to tell. Lador's new fragrance JiminMuget is inspired by Jimin. It comes in the form of a perfumed hair oil. Fans were incredibly excited to try a scent inspired by Jimin, with responses including, "This is so Jimin, everything about him is angelic," and "Everything about this is so Jimin." Of course, a fragrance inspired by him is called Angel because he's the most angelic being on this earth. The fan response to the JiminMuget announcement tells you something about the specific quality of Jimin's relationship with his audience and about why that relationship translates into commercial outcomes in ways that other ambassador relationships often do not fully replicate. When a person who follows Jimin says, "Of course a fragrance inspired by him is called Angel because he's the most angelic being on this earth," they are not just expressing fan enthusiasm. They are expressing a genuine belief about the correspondence between the product and the person, a sense that the product accurately captures something real about who Jimin is. That kind of correspondence between ambassador and product is the holy grail of brand partnership, and it is extraordinarily rare. Most ambassador relationships are commercial arrangements where a famous face is attached to a product because the famous face will generate awareness and the product will benefit from the association. What Lador created with JiminMuget is something different. They created a product that the audience believes was made for Jimin because it reflects him, because the specific qualities of the product, the fragrance notes, the name, the aesthetic of the campaign, all correspond to a genuine and widely shared understanding of what Jimin actually is. The JiminMuget perfumed hair oil sold out everywhere on the day of its release, which was completely understandable. Customer reviews described the product as having a beautifully light, satin-like texture and working exceptionally well on various hair types. The scent was described as honestly stunning, soft, fresh, and floral, with that delicate feeling of a flower blooming after a summer rain in the early morning. Sold out everywhere on the day of its release. That phrase has become familiar to anyone who has been following the commercial story of Jimin in 2026, from the Calvin Klein CKJK collection that sold out in 30 minutes and crashed the website to the later JiminMuget that sold out everywhere on launch day. The pattern is consistent. Jimin is attached to a product, the product is released, the product sells out. The speed varies. The scale varies. But the outcome does not. And the mechanism by which it happens is not simply fandom loyalty driving purchases from an existing consumer base. It is the expansion of the consumer base itself, the specific quality of Jimin's cultural presence drawing people into contact with products they might not have otherwise encountered, and the specific quality of the products themselves converting that initial contact into genuine purchase intent. The 500% sales increase in the perfumed hair oil line that was reported in connection with Jimin's involvement is the number that makes the later story significant beyond the K-pop context. 500% is not a fandom-specific achievement. 500% is a business result. It is a number that tells a story about what happens to a company's commercial performance when the right person is associated with their products, and it is a number that is meaningful regardless of whether you know who Jimin is or care about BTS at all. If you are a business school professor teaching about celebrity endorsement effectiveness, 500% is the number you put on the board. If you are an investor evaluating the commercial impact of ambassador programs, 500% is the number that gets your attention. If you are a competitor in the Korean haircare industry trying to understand what happened to Lador's market share, 500% is the number that keeps you up at night. Lador partnered with JiminBTS as brand ambassador and used him as the muse for their new perfumed hair oil Angel Nougat. The fragrance of Angel Nougat was designed to be soft, clean, and intimate, exactly the aura that Lador wanted to convey through Jimin's persona. The product was anticipated to become one of the beauty items of 2026, combining hair care benefits with a scent designed to last longer. Soft, clean, and intimate. Those are the words that Lador used to describe the fragrance they designed in connection with Jimin. And those are also, notably, words that have been used by multiple observers, fans, professional observers, media outlets, to describe the specific quality of Jimin's own aesthetic presence. The correspondence is not accidental. Lador did not simply put a famous face on a product that already existed. They created a product that was designed with Jimin's persona as the creative brief. The muse for the product is the same person as the face of the campaign, which means that the authenticity of the connection runs deeper than marketing. The product actually reflects him. The scent was built to embody the qualities that Jimin embodies. That is a fundamentally different kind of ambassador relationship from the conventional arrangement, and it produces fundamentally different results in consumer response, in fan engagement, and ultimately in the commercial performance numbers. The name itself, Angel Nougat, is worth examining in this context. Nougat is the French word for lily of the valley, a flower that carries specific cultural associations, purity, delicacy, a kind of gentle beauty that does not assert itself loudly but rewards close attention with extraordinary subtlety. Angel Nougat, as a fragrance concept, places those qualities, the purity and the delicacy of lily of the valley, within an angelic frame that connects directly to the way Jimin has been described across the arc of his career by the people who know his work best. Fan responses to the Angel Nougat announcement included descriptions of Jimin as having everything angelic and being the most angelic being on this earth, with responses noting that the fragrance name perfectly captured his essence. The word angel in the context of Jimin carries specific and well-documented resonance. He has been referred to in angelic terms by fans, by media, by professional observers, and by the creative industry for years. When Jimin performed Angel as part of the Fast X soundtrack, the connection between his vocal quality, his artistic presence, and the specific concept of angelic quality was rendered explicit in a way that created a cultural touchstone. When Lador named their Jimin-inspired fragrance Angel Nougat, they were not reaching for a random metaphor. They were recognizing and extending a language that had already been built around him and that reflects a genuine quality of his public artistic identity that the people who encounter him consistently identify and reach for similar words to describe. The new campaign content that has been released, the teaser video with the slogan "Tic-Tac, what does the ticking second mean?" and the imagery of Jimin shot from the back while pendulum-like clock elements move across the frame, extends the Angel Nougat concept into a new phase of the product's commercial life. A later representative stated, "As a product from the beloved perfume hair oil line, we anticipate it will seamlessly integrate into consumers' lifestyles." Alongside the product launch, a new video featuring brand ambassador Jimin was released for the Angel Nougat campaign. Seamlessly integrate into consumers' lifestyles. That phrase from the later representative is the language of a brand that is confident in what it has created, confident that the product is good enough, the campaign compelling enough, and the ambassador authentic enough that the commercial outcome will take care of itself. And the track record supports that confidence. The perfumed hair oil line saw 500% sales growth when Jimin was involved. The Angel Nougat launch sold out everywhere on release day. The special gift set promotion, a Jimin mini photo book, a 10ml mini oil, and a keyring included with every purchase of the Angel Nougat hair oil, was announced by Lador's official account for global shoppers, offering the special gift set with every unit purchased through April 24th. The gift set detail is significant because it reflects Lador's understanding of what their market looks like when Jimin is involved. The mini photo book is not a haircare product. The keyring is not a haircare product. They are products specifically designed for fans of Jimin who are purchasing the Angel Nougat oil not only because they want a hair oil, though many of them do, and the reviews confirm that it is genuinely excellent, but because they want the specific experience of owning something connected to him. Lador is selling two things simultaneously, a genuinely good haircare product and a piece of Jimin's world, and the combination of those two things produces a consumer proposition that is more compelling than either would be alone. Customer reviews of the Angel Nougat perfumed hair oil consistently praised both the product performance and the overall purchasing experience. Customers described the product as sold out everywhere on release day but noted that they were fortunate to find it through alternative channels. Reviews praised the satin-like texture, the excellent performance on different hair types, and the scent, described as stunning, soft, fresh, and floral, like a flower blooming after summer rain in the early morning. Multiple customers expressed being thrilled with the special photo book gift that accompanied the purchase. The consistency of the positive product reviews across multiple purchasing channels tells you something important about the sustainability of the Lador Jimin commercial story. Ambassador relationships that produce short-term sales spikes without being backed by genuine product quality are vulnerable to the specific kind of consumer disappointment that can turn a brand association into a liability rather than an asset. When someone purchases a product because of a celebrity connection and the product does not deliver, the celebrity connection that drove the purchase becomes the thing they are disappointed about. But when someone purchases a product because of a celebrity connection and the product delivers, when the satin texture is genuinely satin, the fragrance is genuinely stunning, the hair care benefits are genuinely real, then the celebrity connection becomes associated in the consumer's mind with quality and authenticity and genuine value. And that association drives repeat purchase, word of mouth, and the kind of organic commercial growth that no promotional budget can produce. The Angel Nougat campaign represents the continuation and deepening of exactly this kind of authentic brand ambassador relationship. The 500% sales increase was not a one-time spike driven purely by fandom activity. It was the beginning of a commercial narrative that is now in its next chapter, with the new campaign content building on the foundation of demonstrated product quality and genuine aesthetic alignment between the ambassador and the brand. The new teaser video, with its conceptual imagery and its philosophical slogan about what the ticking second means, extends the Angel Nougat concept into territory that is more evocative and more artistically considered than a simple product promotion. It is a piece of content that is designed to stand on its own terms as something worth watching, and that uses the specific qualities of Jimin's visual presence and artistic identity to give the product meaning beyond its functional attributes. The broader significance of the Lador story in the context of 2026 Jimin is that it represents a different dimension of his commercial presence from the more immediately dramatic stories, the Calvin Klein CEO posting on LinkedIn, the iHeartRadio headline spot, the FIFA World Cup final booking. Those stories are about Jimin at the scale of global cultural events. The Lador story is about Jimin at the scale of a consumer's daily routine, the specific small but consistent presence of a product in someone's morning, the scent of lily of the valley and angel light in the air as someone prepares for their day. That scale is, in some ways, more intimate and more lasting than any headline. The Era Rang album will have its era. The world tour will have its dates. The award show wins will be documented and celebrated and remembered. And the Angel Nougat perfumed hair oil will be on someone's shelf, and they will use it, and every time they do they will be in a small and genuine and daily way connected to something that carries Jimin's specific quality of softness and purity and the specific floral grace that the people who named it Angel Nougat were trying to capture. That is a different kind of legacy from the chart positions and the stadium sellouts. But it is a legacy nonetheless. And 500% says that it is a real one. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below telling me whether you have tried the Angel Muget and what your honest review of it is, and subscribe if you have not already. We will see you in the next one.